Good afternoon for our afternoon session now. So it's around 1 o'clock now. So afternoon session, I'm pleased to welcome at least 2 people here. And we have our special guests for today. And also there's someone I want to introduce now is 𝗖𝗎𝗄. So 𝗖𝗎𝗄 will actually be the moderator and will be the MC for this particular session. So 𝗖𝗎𝗄, over to you. Okay, for you to introduce our speaker for today. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. My name is 𝗢𝗬𝗪𝗪, and I am a student at of Nutrition and Healthcare Management at 𝗖𝗽. Today we have Mr. William Lee as the speaker for this session. He is a resilient pioneer. He is the executive, entrepreneur, investor, and strategist. And his journey involves building technology ventures from scratch, gaining valuable insights from the highs and lows of entrepreneurship. And you still stay humble.
Always learning.
Always learning.
Thank you,
So
𝗖𝗎𝗄.
I will be giving it to you.
Sounds good. Thank you, 𝗖𝗎𝗄.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right, let's get started. It's a quite an amazing topic, space. You know, it's when I was young, how many of you, I don't know, you look at the sky and you kind of wonder where we all came from, right? And, you know, I was a troubled kid. I keep on having and ask a lot of questions when I was young. You know, where is human coming from? What's out there in the void? So that's kind of my background. I was a curiosity, troubled kid. But slowly, as we all kind of get into the the organization, the economy, and the market, we kind of all get bogged down with the day-to-day. And we kind of lost that curiosity. And space become, sadly, more or less a reality show on TV that we see no different to a concert, seeing what happens when rocket launches. But is it? Can it be different? So what happened today is we're going to talk about new technologies for today. I'm just going to use this. Here you go. Space technology actually affect a lot of daily life technology, some of which are listed here. A couple, I will name a couple. Robotic surgery, right? That couldn't happen without space exploration. GPS, we use it every day for driving, for many different things. That is also from space technology. So what happened is, the past 15 years, I've been venturing into building my own business. I built 4, recently built my 5, but my 5th. And this 5th venture, we really wanted to bring space back home, closer to humanity, and talk about not just cold, hard, dark space, but warmth, humanity, and how technology can actually impact lives. So the new venture that I built, it's called 𝗖𝗎𝗄, Y-A-S. This venture is about saving lives and protecting human beings using technology that is empowered by space. One of which of our vision is to imagine satellites all around the orbit, and they're shining a halo onto human beings. We're using that as our vision to protect and turn insurance into something that can protect no matter if you're rich, no matter if you are successful, and no matter how old you are. So we're going to make insurance autonomous and anywhere, anytime. Last year, we built 𝗖𝗎𝗄, many awards humbly recognized by the in industry. Now, one thing we did with GPS is applying that into streaming insurance. What is that? We stream movies, but what is streaming insurance? Because in the past, insurance has been contract-based, a whole year of plan, expensive and only afforded by those who are fortunate. But that's funny, isn't it? Insurance is supposed to be for those who might be unfortunate. Why wouldn't it be? So what we did was we used GPS data to pinpoint different people along the earth for different journeys, all the way from driving to running. And as such, we were able to turn insurance a pay-as-you-go model. Every different timestamp, every different geological point, you can decide which part you get insured or not. So that, imagine, was what I said, a halo, a guardian angel from the satellite, spotting everyone streaming around the Earth. Whilst 𝗧 protects you. That's where we are. Now, space technology is so advanced. Today, the next 10 minutes, I'm going to talk about how all that's going to be just daily lives. Something simple, something about our lifestyle. So one thing we did was once we started insuring all these people in Asia, we're currently in Hong Kong and a few countries, we realized there's a lot of data stream. These data streams are actually helping the industry, both financial and insurance. How do we price? How do we protect risk and offer new type of protection for human being and humankind? Our lowest price insurance starting point is $1 ringgit in Southeast Asia and $15 in Hong Kong, merely a price of a bottle of water. And we can start to insure people's life and people's accidents and injury and so on and so forth. Very interestingly, right? We often look at space from a satellite point of view. That's kind of the shots we take. But if you zoom in, these are very familiar pictures, right? You look at Google Map and all the maps along day to day. Each of these are actually moments that we protected, from hiking trails to someone jogging around the Jockey Club race course, to people driving around town in peak hours. We actually insure them all through all these data points. In Malaysia, day to day, people run, people hike, people play sports. So what we did as well, once you buy a pair of Nike shoes connected to your Apple Watch, for example, all that streaming data from the sensors and the IC chip in your mobile phone, which was also enabled by space technology and exploration, right? All that is sensing how you move, how you interact, and all these data points, again, safely, securely, we process them and provide individual, very, very personalized protection plan. How about cars? We talk about autonomous cars. That's coming for sure. We also did that, and we made not just GPS, but now your gyroscope, which was actually empowered and inspired by space exploration. With that chip, with that gyroscope in your phone, that tiny microchip, we started measuring G-force. In space, you do all that, right? You actually measure all that. We use it in a very, very humble micro way in your phone and when you drive. With all these data, we understand how you turn your corners. Are you hard braking? And are you actually speeding, for example? With all that information, instead of paying an annual plan, again, we can protect you just like how I did for myself from my home in Central to Cyberport today. This part, I'm being scored with my driving behavior, with the sensing data. And again, I get to enjoy a very, very awesome rate and protection from insurance company around the world. That has resulted in over 400 different claims just this year so far on this one product. What does that mean? It means all your space exploration has led to IC chip, led to GPS, led to gyroscope sensor, and thus us applying it and impacting 400 lives just this couple months. That's humbly our effort so far, and that's how we really wanted to bring something that is so far away back down to earth and apply to real life. Bus, again, something very grassroots, people take every day. We want to make sure that every moment counts. So what we did as a case was we actually integrated GPS data with a bus company in Hong Kong, the largest, in fact. Whereas daily commutes, without anyone knowing, seamlessly, we protect every passenger, day to day, in and out to work from home. That would not be possible without those micro moments data that we use all these chips, GPS, and satellites to empower our product. Tram as well. We did that earlier this year, which was world first, by the way. And so forth. Many are coming. Just give you a few examples. This is a cycling trip one of our clients had in Vancouver, right? This is one of our clients traveling Japan. A lot of people in Hong Kong like to travel in Japan. We actually use all those data and understand all the pattern, the weather pattern even, and understand where the risk is increased or decreased. With that, we can dynamically adjust pricing, again, protecting lives, making it very affordable and very inclusive. There's a bunch of products we're going to launch using this technology. But space, as I put it just now, this past 5 minutes, isn't as far away as we thought. Going back to what I started, I talked about when I was young, I started to glaze up the sky and wonder where we are. 2, look at it, rockets launching on a TV show. It's too far away. And today, my honor being in a space conference, who knew in Hong Kong there's a space conference? And we managed to now really put space technology, empowering real-world technologies into micro moments and making big technology micro in life. And that's why we call it 𝗧's life, making life extremely satisfied. That's all my sharing today. Thank you so much for attending. All right.
Thank you so much, Mr. William. Thank you so much. It was a very insightful presentation. Sure, please. Okay.
So perhaps any questions from the audience? Yes.
How do you subscribe to it? So for 𝗧's, there's a couple of ways. You can obviously simply download our app, go to our website, 𝗧.io, which is on the screen on the QR code. But more importantly, just like how we wanted, space to be connected to daily lives, most of our technology is actually API integrated into all the different companies that we work with, like Kowloon Bus, and even recently in some taxis as well. So it's actually seamless. As long as you go enjoy and take a bus ride, we are insuring you. So that's how humble, space technology can turn to, all the way from space to tiny moments like that. Yeah. Thank you. That's right. We earlier shared with the audience. So all the way from simple things like jogging, hiking, swimming, running, but all the way to your car, all the way to your travel, and maybe one day it will be space travel. So all that is being applied. We're actually also researching on using satellite image to predict how agricultural and typhoons, we have a lot in Hong Kong, how all those affect the risk that insurance company are doing. And we applied it to those micro moments we mentioned earlier, and adjusting the price, giving you the right product, giving you the right protection. Just go ahead.
Very interesting. I like it a lot. The model's great. Do you have a next big thing you plan?
Cool. I think I went. I think we could have started a bit later, but I'll turn back a few screens. So the first couple products we went about to the market, the intention was to bring technology to humanity. So our intent isn't to just go niche, but to go mass. So in the beginning of our venture, we apply all the technologies into wide range of people, like bus rides, like taxi rides, like running. These are very, very humble, ignored, underwhelmed part of our lifestyle. So we started with those. However, to your question, we started also implementing into high-end, more specific case. Recent ones would be online shopping. Actually applied that into all the online transactions and using different cloud servers around the world to track patterns of shopping behaviors, as an example. Another one that we started is actually on the blockchain, how blockchain transactions are actually occurring, right? And all these we're insuring as well. Down to your watch, the watch that you're wearing. It's also probably, if you bought it in some of the retailers in Hong Kong, are also using the data that we capture through your behavior of shopping, how you move, all that I just mentioned, to understand that what your risk level is, where do you live, and hence be able to give you a very, very specific, affordable pricing on insurance. Very good question. Absolutely. And that is also empowered by IC chips, by satellite, by space technology indirectly, right? What we do is we do all the processing and data on your phone. So not to our credits, it's credits to the Google, Apple, Huawei of the world. It's all calculated within that IC chip that is actually, once upon a time explored and researched in space, and hence now on Earth, calculated and all processed on mobile. So it's only on your phone, it's not on our server.
Sorry to interfere. We just have 5 minutes.
Sure, no worries. Yeah. Last question then. Sure. That's one way. Yep. Mm-hmm. That's correct. So what we call that is streaming insurance, right? I'll go all the way back. So these are some of the data points. Some of you came in after that, but we basically make insurance streaming. So what happened is you all been to calling and hailing for an Uber or a delivery, right? It's pretty much the same way. You pay what you need, you press a button, you get insured streaming using, again, like a halo from the satellite following you. And when you stop, it stops, and that's all we insure you. Just those moments, just those positions. Please. Wow, yes, I can. I don't know if you heard me earlier, right? Our lowest price point is $1 ringgit in Southeast Asia, those markets we're in. In Hong Kong, it's starting from 15. So 90 minutes, when you leave here, you download the app right away. When you leave Cyberport, you turn that on, one of our protection, which is a ride protection. You take a minivan or bus or your car, take $15 Hong Kong, Apple Pay, all done. 90 minutes from here to your home, all insured, done. That's it. So you tell me. There's no such product in the market. We went out to the market 2 years ago, and we are world first. So humbly, we have got lots of recognition. What we're humbly trying to do is, this is my 5th venture. So what we really want to do again is going back to the intention, using space, using dark technology, using technology that people don't understand, and applying it to very humble, small things in life and making humanity better. Yeah, we need that in the world today we live in. Yeah. We have all those, but in a very new way. So we have home insurance, for example, for protection of your, as I mentioned, your watch, your bag, your laptop, but specific items. Instead of packaging everything and pricing it very high, within it, there's a lot of wastage, something you don't need. So because of all the technology, all the sensing technology, all your location technology, if you leave home, we know you're not home. When you're traveling, we know you're traveling, and we only provide you that protection. So you only pay for that. Lovely, thank you for your question. One more. Do we have time? Last one. All right. Mm-hmm. Yep. Correct. Lovely. Mm-hmm. 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 Sure. Lovely. That is a problem, a challenge we have been cracking for 3-4 months. So to answer that specific question, yes. So now it's all about data privacy too. So it's very tricky. Exactly, it's very tricky. So we solve that by 2 different ways. One is we embed it through API into tools like CarPlay. So we know you're in your car. That's one way we do it. Another way is, for example, Kowloon Bus. It's actually integrated with the Octopus card. So when you beep, we know. So that's number 2. Number 3, we even went further. When it's B2C, when it's to a consumer, your phone actually has Bluetooth, again, powered by, indirectly by space exploration. Bluetooth, Wi-Fi, those signals, if you go onto your car every day in the morning in your car park, we know around your radius, what are the usual Bluetooth signals there are. There's a pattern. By studying those patterns, we can predict that actually you're at your home parking lot or you're somewhere else. So we remind you every day when you get on the car, when the Bluetooth signal triggers, we remind you and suggest that you turn it on. Or you can give us a consent and we turn it on for you. So either way works. It's very similar to Netflix, Yeah. Sure. We're from Hong Kong, proudly from Hong Kong, supported by Cyberport, right? So we're from Hong Kong, but we are many products are global. There are a couple products that are specific to countries like Malaysia, Vietnam. We're opening up in, actually I have this slide too. So we're opening up in Thailand, in Japan, and mainly Southeast Asia at the moment. Because again, we want to make insurance inclusive, newer generations, also not just for the fortunate and the top 2% of the population. Yeah. Thank you so much. Well, if you want, we can partner. Maybe we can do that. Coming soon, coming soon. All right, thank you. Nayab, thank you so much. Thank you, Fasha.